Hey guys, what's up? Review time! Daisy Model 840, the Grizzly. Single pump action air rifle. Shoots BBs or pellets. Camo finish. Really nice looking. And it's got a scope on it too. Now, these things, brand new, they sell for around $100. Of course, I only paid $25 for it used with the scope, so pretty good deal. Pretty happy with that. Now, being a single pump gun, it's great for kids because they don't have to sit there and crank the sucker 10 times to get to full power. One pump, boom, away you go. So, power is actually not too bad, actually. Accuracy with the scope is definitely really good. Shooting pellets anyways. Shooting BBs, it's like any other BB gun. You know, you'll get a couple of good ones, you'll get a couple of bad ones. It all varies, right? Grouping always sucks with a BB gun. But otherwise, it's actually pretty decent. Now, I wouldn't say it's worth $100 brand new either, and we are talking Canadian dollars here. I think it's worth about $50 brand new, and $25 used was a really good deal considering it's in great shape. You know, and I like it just mainly for the look of it and that it was camo. You know, that was actually pretty nice, and it does have a scope on it, so nothing wrong with that. It's really accurate with that scope, very happy with it. What more can I tell you? Hey, star rating, well, for what I paid for it, well, we're not even going to bother going there with a star rating for that. So let's go based on what it sells for new. Okay, is it worth $100? No. Is it worth $75? Not a chance. $50? Okay, we're in. Workmanship, quality build, I mean, it does have a plastic receiver, you know, plastic stock, plastic pump arm, I mean, but they're usually really durable on their stocks and pump arms, and there is, you know, some metal in here as well, so that's always a good thing. The trigger is actually not too shabby, you know, it could be a little looser, but hey, it is a kid's gun too, so we don't want them to go off too fast on the kids. So the stiffness of the trigger is actually adequate, right? And it will teach a kid trigger control, that's for sure. Cocking the thing, it's not too bad. It's, I'd say, a little stiff on the bolt, but otherwise not bad. And it does close up rather tight. You know, it's a quiet gun, which is good, so you can shoot it just about anywhere, you know. And so you wouldn't disturb the neighbors any, you know, because it is quiet. Range on it, I would say for good grouping with pellets, max 10 meters, okay? When you're using BBs, of course, like I said, I mean, BB guns, they're a shot in the dark every time. It doesn't matter how well you line your sights up. Every BB gun I've ever owned, whether it's been a rifle or a pistol, they always had terrible grouping to them, you know. But when shooting pellets, even through a smoothbore, they weren't bad. You know, this one's actually pretty good once you dial in the scope. On the open sights, of course, it's going to be a real bit of a challenge there, you know, in comparison. But I guess it depends if you have eagle eyes or not. So let's give this an overall star rating of about 3.5 out of 5. I think I'd go with that. Now, I still like the gun regardless. I'm happy with my purchase. I got it for a good price. So I'm very happy there. And it does add to the collection, too, at the same time. You know, I've got a Crosman 760 rifle that can mop the floor with this thing. No problem. But mind you, it's also got a rifled barrel, so that makes a humongous difference. Right? It's too bad Crosman quit making rifled barrels for their 760s. That was a shame, because the accuracy went right out the window. But with this Daisy, decent. The reliability of the gun is going to be good in the long term. Before you'll ever need to fix this thing, you're going to get thousands of shots out of it, you know, like literally, before you'll ever have to worry about, you know, fixing any seals. That's providing you maintain it properly by lubing it every so often in the necessary places to keep your seals good and pliable. Okay, it's very important. There's a lot of people that either don't use any oil at all on their air guns, or they like to use WD-40, which kind of destroys them really quick. Okay, or they use actual firearm gun oils, which also eat the seals. So yeah, Crosman pellet gun oil, or use SA30 non-detergent motor oil. I do say SAE 30 non-detergent motor oil. And that stuff actually works way better than Crosman pellet gun oil. I've actually more than doubled the lifespan of my seals and my pellet guns just by using the 30 weight non-detergent motor oil over the Crosman pellet gun stuff. So, but anyways guys, that's my thoughts on the thing. I'll give you guys some shooting videos of this thing down the road, you know, type of thing, and show you, you know, what it's like, you know, with scope, without scope, that sort of thing. So stay tuned for future videos in the future on that sort of thing. Yeah, otherwise, pretty decent, not too bad. Definitely, you know, if you're looking for a pellet rifle for your kid, and you don't want him or her to have that much access to power, okay, this is definitely a really good gun to go with, okay, because it's not going to give them too much power, and at the same time, you know, if you do put the scope on, or you're going to at least shoot pellets with open sights, it's going to be really accurate, you know, so at least they're not going to be disappointed and, you know, crying because it shoots like a Nerf gun, you know what I mean? So it's definitely much better, and it does have a safety on it as well, so you can teach your kids proper safety with the whole safety mechanism deal. But anyways, that's pretty much it, and I'll have a good one. Catch you in the next one.